the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Fielded about a yard deep. He juked him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Break. 80 weapon. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. Hey, Delta. Kill. Snap.
Off the play fake. Fitch. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64. Ready?
Now Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, over.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitch. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's good for 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Running, it's Drake. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25. 5-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
X3, 218, chop it. Go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check 4, check 4. Protein spell.
From the gun, it's Drake. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch out. Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitch. Looking left sideline, is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
First down, Tennessee.
Come on, set.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Get it.
Back to throw. Fitch. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Blue draw porking. Ready?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's got 6'6". Pull it high. Jim. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitch. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. For Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to spin free. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Titans. Give him 52 yards on the ground after one, a 14-3 ball game.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, echo. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. He's coming. Double up, double up. Let's go.
From the gun, Fitch trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Shit. 26 Mike. Greystone, Travis. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fitch. Got a man open. It's Ross. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. John Ross, 64 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready. 15 on it. Watch the slat.
He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go, here we go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, tight. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Down.
Operating from the gun. Fitch. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brock. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's get that ball. H3, 218, chop. Shoot, watch the shoot. Hey. Hurry. Ready.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. Mike 6. Hey, check back.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
44, Mike, 44. Good. Who that? Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long to go.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, it's Drake. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now on first down, Drake again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Fitch. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Titans punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one. The line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. It gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the give, this is Dre. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup. There, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the... And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Look, squeeze.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 24, check 24.
And a give this time to the tailback. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a part of that. Blue draw Porker. Under 10, under 10, 10. Get it.
2nd and 4. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Wide, get wide. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, 2.
They'll run with Drake. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Titans.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Oh, here we go. Leo. Yep. Switch. Rock it. Smooth. Ready.
Looking to throw. Fitch. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A pitch out to Drake.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Off play action. Fitch. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check 52. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Fitch. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Back now in Baltimore. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 43. Switch.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try and sneak it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. On the toss, Drake going left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. But, Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day. Kill.
From midfield now, here's Jackson going for Hurd on the deep ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready. 70, Indy. Check curls. Tight on. Check, crunch. Show it. Topper. Now.
On 1st and 10, Fitch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a handoff for Drake. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll get it to Drake, running left. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You draw quarters.
Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hey, that's scared. That's 6-6. Pull it hard. Let's go one more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, I think they knew that that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range, and this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.